Hey guys, today is a huge day for the third stimulus check package because it will be voted on in the House today and it's expected to be finalized tomorrow by President Joe Biden. So in this video, I'll give you the latest on what's going on since we have updates from the White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki as well as the House Majority Leader Steny Hoyer. So we'll get a better perspective on what is expected and when. I'm also getting a lot of questions on my last video asking, are we really getting another stimulus check? Is this true? Did they really pass a third stimulus check? And the answer is yes. The Senate just passed the $1,400 stimulus check package on Saturday, and today it goes back to the House for another vote before it finally goes to President Joe Biden for the final signature, which is expected to happen tomorrow. And that would be the final step. So yes, expect to receive your $1,400 very, very soon, as well as the $300 per week in unemployment boost that will now continue from March all the way to the first week of September, plus a lot more. Now, the other question I saw a lot is, what are the chances of the House not passing it? I would say that is very, very unlikely. Yes, the progressive Democrats are upset that the $15 minimum wage is taken out, the checks are more targeted, and 16 million people are not going to get checks this time around, and that the unemployment boost went from $400 to $300. But all they can do about it now is complain. But when it comes time for a vote, they're going to vote for it. Voting against it only hurts the American people and not a good look politically. Plus, there's no point of arguing at this point because they already have a very, very slim majority in the House and pretty much a tie in the Senate, with centrist Democrats like Joe Manchin and Kyrsten Sinema not willing to pass any of these things and very satisfied with the bill as is now. So this is the best the Democrats can do right now, and that's with using the budget reconciliation tactic. There's no chance they will get anything close to that with a regular bill where they need the support of 10 Republicans in the Senate. And this is, by the way, in my opinion, not a good starting point moving forward when they try to pass anything else. The Democrats this time completely sidelined all Republicans, so I don't know how they're going to get their support on anything else moving forward, like the $4 trillion infrastructure bill that Biden wants. I don't think that can pass with budget reconciliation, but we'll see how they handle this one in the near future. Now let's see what the House Majority Leader Steny Hoyer said in a statement about the $1.9 trillion stimulus package passing in the House. So he released a statement a couple days ago saying that the Senate has now passed President Biden's American Rescue Plan to provide long-awaited relief to Americans suffering from the economic impacts of COVID-19 and to boost our capacity to save lives by ramping up the deployment of testing and vaccines. The help that so many of our people have been waiting for during months of Republican inaction is one step closer. On Tuesday, the House will consider the Senate's amended version of the American Rescue Plan so that we can send the bill to President Biden for his signature early next week. So he's talking about this week. Democrats are delivering on our promise to take action to defeat the virus and provide the assistance the American people need until our economy can reopen safely and fully. So he's expecting to vote on it today and most likely will pass it and send it to Joe Biden, and we'll finally have it signed into law. No more steps needed to pass it, and the checks will go out right away. And speaking of checks, let's see what Jen Psaki had to say about that.
Will the president's name or signature appear on anywhere on the forthcoming stimulus check that many Americans will be receiving?
This is a very popular question. I will tell you that our focus right now is on getting this bill across the finish line, getting relief out to the American people, which we expect will happen by the end of the month in terms of getting the relief out. In terms of what the checks will look like, I just don't have an update on that for you today.
So this is obviously kind of in response to when Donald Trump put his name on the stimulus checks, and that kind of delayed it for a couple days or something, that he wanted to put his name on the checks going out to the people. Obviously a PR type of campaign, and it was before the elections and all that. So they're asking if President Joe Biden is going to put his name on the $1,400 stimulus checks. So we don't know the answer to that yet. And also she said something about that the checks will go out by the end of the month. Now maybe the end of the month is for paper checks, but we all know that if it's passed tomorrow, and tomorrow's only what, the 10th, March 10th, So I don't think we're going to wait for 20 days to get the checks out. Usually it's going to be out, if for direct deposit, it will be within a week. And sometimes I saw comments, people saying that the $600 checks that went out in December, they got them like within 2 or 3 days from the bill being signed by President Trump. So I expect the same this time. Once President Joe Biden signs the bill and goes into law, the direct deposit checks will start going out within a few days, maybe a week. So what she's talking here about the end of the month is most likely the paper checks, but we'll see what happens.
And yesterday, Senator Manchin said that, like President Biden, he believes the filibuster should continue, but there should be more pain, and if you want to utilize it.
More.
Does President Biden agree that there needs to be tweaks in how the filibuster is utilized?
Well, I'll first say the president's preference is not to get rid of the filibuster. Look at what we've been able to accomplish in the last 6 weeks. He's on the verge of passing a historic relief bill that's going to cut child poverty in half and create 7 million jobs. We'll have enough vaccines for all Americans by May. 13 cabinet nominees have been confirmed. We rejoined the Paris Climate Agreement. We ended the discriminatory Muslim ban. He's met with members on both sides of the aisle in the Oval, and he wants to continue to work on a bipartisan basis. And we believe there are opportunities to do exactly that. And infrastructure, I believe that's an area I think Senator Manchin touched on yesterday during one of his interviews. It's a policy area that's close to the president's heart, one he's had a lot of interest in and commitment to, even to when he was vice president and before. There's been historic bipartisan support for that. Immigration, modernizing our immigration system, historic bipartisan support for efforts moving forward. The president is an optimist by nature, otherwise he probably wouldn't be in this job, and he believes that there is opportunity to work with Democrats and Republicans to get work done for the American people.
Well, there you have it. I mean, she's saying they want to work in a bipartisan way again. I mean, I don't know how they're going to pass a $4 trillion, I think it's between $3 to $4 trillion infrastructure bill. I highly doubt that can pass with the budget recon, but what do I know? I mean, a $1.9 trillion passed, $4 trillion may pass, I guess, as long as it passes all the rules and the laws with the Senate parliamentarian, if she has to vote on something again and make a ruling. And if $4 trillion can pass with a budget recon, maybe they'll do it and slam dunk it again without any Republican support. But I don't see Joe Manchin and Kyrsten Sinema doing that this time around. I mean, this one was for the relief of the people. Infrastructure bill, I think that will need Republican support too, and it might have. I mean, who knows? But I'm just saying the way that they're dealing with this and also removing the filibuster, that's not good politically, and the American people are probably not going to like that, and they're going to remember it in the 2022 midterm elections. And what if the House and the Senate turn Republican in 2022 in the midterm elections? Then Republicans can also use this to their advantage and not need the filibuster. So a filibuster has been there for a long time, and it's there for a reason, in order to pass legislation with bipartisan support that everyone likes what they're passing. So we'll see what happens, but this is the latest that we have now. We expect the House to vote on the third stimulus check package today, pass it, and send it to Joe Biden to sign it tomorrow. And we finally get the $1,400 stimulus checks, probably by early next week, sometime next week. We'll see. And I'll keep you updated on any portals that come up. Maybe they'll have something where you can update your bank information or your address or something. As of now, there is nothing like that. And I think for the $600 stimulus check, there was nothing for that either. So they're going to use either your 2020 tax return or your 2019 tax return, and they'll go off of that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please hit the like button on the video, share this video with your friends and family, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click that notifications bell to be notified whenever I publish new videos and new content for you. Also, make sure to check the links in the description for the Yada savings account and Webull investment. A lot of chances for some free money in there. Thank you again for watching. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.